Hi, my lovelies. Welcome back. You're with me, Tanny. This is going to be a midweek weekly reading. I'm using my animal tarot cards. Also, the angels show up in this reading. And I've got my little notebook here, so I will read the messages out to you. But I just wanted a quick chat with you all. Last night, I was desperately trying to go to sleep. And I kept getting all these questions, like, in my head, these questions, and they were asking me, Spirit was asking me, like, to look at my journey to where I am. And I know I personally have completed a 40-year cycle because I'm going to be 55 this year. I'm a Leo, a Cancer Leo cusper. My birthday is 23rd of July. I was born on my mum's birthday, who's no longer with us. So I do try and well, I always keep her memory alive, but I always try and still double celebrate because it was our special day. But anyway, they were talking about my life's path and just like, you know, what I've achieved along the way. And it just got me thinking, you know, to when I was that 15-year-old girl, because I left school when I was 15 and within a week I was working in a supermarket on the till as a cashier. And it just got me thinking, like, you know, how far I've come. And, you know, if somebody was to come to my checkout and ask me a question, this was what was going on in my head. I don't know what they were trying to tell me. I think they were just trying to say, just because you work on a checkout, it doesn't make you any different, you know. You shouldn't put yourself down. It's still a key worker's role at the moment with this pandemic. So give yourself praise, you know, a pat on the back kind of thing. But it just got me thinking about my life's path and something that I wanted to share with you. If somebody asked you a few questions, like if somebody said to you, okay, so who's the most famous person you've ever met? I mean, when I was growing back, fame is totally different nowadays. But when I was growing up, it was all about the film stars. It was all about the pop stars. And they literally were idols. You know, I was born in 66. So they were sort of like really put on a pedestal. Whereas now, you know, if... you know, fame and glory, you never know how long it's going to last kind of thing. But the most I wanted to just share with you, because like I'm just this little 55-year-old spiritual woman who lives in Oldham, who works in B&M, sat on a checkout. And, you know, people can really misjudge you. You know, they can just look at you and sort of just put these I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is people can easily misjudge you and who the person you are and how far you've come. So I think it was just a little reminder, my angel saying to me about my life path last night. The most famous person that I have ever met was Tony Curtis. And he is, he was a Hollywood icon. He was extremely good looking. I mean, when I met him, he was in his late 70s, but he still had that Marilyn Monroe lookalike girlfriend on his arm. Because I worked for an agency. I worked for Nemesis Casting based in Manchester, Nigel Martin Smith. And that's something that I did when my gran passed away, because she always said to me, you should be on the stage. So I thought, when she passed away, I thought, you know, I'm going to do what she said. I mean, back then I was a lot slimmer and had a lot more confidence, you know. And so I joined the agency, and it, you know, it got me a lot of TV work, and it brought chance meetings, you know, to meet these people. So the day I met Tony Curtis, the Hollywood legend, who has now sadly passed away, he's been gone a while, we were doing an advert for Granada Studio Tours, which was a great thing back in the day. You could go and view Coronation Street, you know, go and see what's going on in the back scenes. You could see the inside of the houses. You could go to the Rover's Return. You could go actually stand on the street. I mean, nowadays it's all moved to a different location and it's a lot more secure. And I don't actually think they do the actual tour anymore. But this is where I met that Hollywood icon. And I still have his little signature, you know, which I will treasure. During that time when I worked for Nemesis, I did a scene for a very popular drama back in the early 2000s, and it was called Band of Gold. And I did a scene with another one of Hollywood's amazing actors, and he is called Mark Strong. And he certainly has him. I mean, he must be worth a fortune now. But I actually stood there, spent the day in a Manchester hotel. He was doing a role in the drama as a hotel manager, and I had gone for an interview. This was the scene, you know. So yes, when I see him in films now, and he's been in many, many, many films. He's also been on Netflix as well with drama series. I still have a little giggle to myself, you know, and think, oh, I worked with him, you know. And I just feel proud. I don't know why. I just feel proud. I just think I feel proud because I actually shared that moment, you know. And also when my kids were young, I used to go to this newsagents on a regular basis, you know, to buy magazines and toffees and whatever for the kids. And the lady that worked there, she said to me, she always said my kids were bunny. She said, would you be interested in working as a chaperone? My sister's an agent and she's looking for somebody to chaperone the kids for this TV commercial. So I said, yeah, fine. I said, yeah. She said, well, it might be just a day's work, but something might come of it. So I said, yes. And she said, you can bring your kids along. So we did. So I did it. And when we got there, it was a commercial to film with David Beckham for Adidas. And at the time, his wife was there, VB. She was there, VB, and she was pregnant at the time for her first son. And at the time, I used to sell Beanie Babies. I used to buy, sell, trade Beanie Babies, which were all the rage back then. And the kids took her, a little red dog called Rover. And they still remember, you know, that, how they gave Victoria the little dog and how they did the commercial with David. And he really was such a lovely, lovely bloke. He really was. You know, he spent time going around giving the kids autographed pictures and having a laugh and a joke with them, you know, about their skills with the ball. He spent time speaking to all them kids, which was wonderful. Just a few little glimpses into my past there. But one which I really giggled about, they showed me last night the Hello magazine. And it's not everybody that can say has been in the Hello magazine. You usually generally have to be a celebrity. But I have appeared in the Hello magazine. And it was really funny, this little story that I'm going to share now. My mum rang me from Plymouth and she said to me, you never guess what? She said, I can't believe it. She said, I was on a night shift. She said, and a girl brought this magazine in and I was looking through it. And she said, lo and behold, who do I come across but you? So, of course, she was really taken back. Anyway, yes, I did appear in the Hello magazine, but I was right next to the horse's bottom. And I still laugh about it to this day. Victoria Beckham came to Oldham. It must be the only time she's ever come. and she did a signing when she did the record deal. I can't remember his name now. She did a record, didn't she? With some young lad. I can't think. Dane something. I can't remember now. Anyway, Oldham. You couldn't move in Oldham. Of course, the kids wanted to go and see if they could get a glimpse of her. So we did. And their mother happened to be photographed in the Hello magazine. So that's a claim to fame there. So you know what? If these spiritual readings do not take off here on YouTube, at least I've got a claim to fame. Anyway, so without further ado, let's crack on with this weekly reading and let's see what's coming out for you for the week. I just wanted to share all that because they told me to. So I hope it's made you giggle because it's something that I'd forgot about and they reminded me about it last night. So if you go into a supermarket or if you go to a B&M shop today, you know, have a giggle with the girl on the checkout, you know. It might be the only giggle she gets that day. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. Let's see what's coming out. First card, we've got the Two of Spring, which is the pelican. We've also got the Four of Spring, which is the otter. I love these spring cards. The sun's shining here today. Six of Autumn. We've got the Princess of Spring. Look at that beautiful crown. We've got the Princess of Summer. And the final card we've got is the Sun. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards. What do they mean? What are they trying to let us know for the week ahead? So I've got 6 cards. So the first card I'm going to is this Two of Spring. So just give me a sec. The Two of Spring is the pelican, as I said. This card is all about teamwork and resourcefulness and just knowing your purpose and where you're going and successfully solving problems and getting the job done. Okay. The tiger in the card. The tiger is the Ace of Spring, represents a wonderful new opportunity, whereas the pelican, the Two of Spring, marks the progress you have made in taking advantage of that opportunity. Right, I'm with you. I've not got my glasses on, I should have them on. You can be assured that things will go very well. In fact, it may be necessary for you to get a partner in whatever endeavour you're working on to expand the number of people that is helping you. It says teamwork is the key. This isn't the time to slow down, so keep moving forward and don't be afraid to attempt even greater fears and greater fates. Told you I should have my glasses on. Pelicans are highly social birds, working cooperatively to gather food for the flock. Extremely able swimmers and divers, they seize upon the opportunity with gusto and fervent determination, careful to use whatever natural resources are at their disposal without wasting anything. They're not only focused upon their task, but also quite dedicated to one another and the good of the group. They encourage you to surround yourself with helpful and loyal people so that everyone can benefit. So gorgeous, you know, as they say, there's no I in team. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so our next card is the Four of Spring, and this is the otter. And this is all about happiness, fun in life, contentment, your family, and big life events. Just as I talked about, big life events. The first 3 animals in the suit of spring have had you pretty busy, but now it's time to kick back and relax and be grateful for all that you have. Otters symbolise joy and satisfaction, which may come from success in your career, the contemplation of project or a very happy home life, And in fact, otters can represent big changes on the family front, such as marriages, births, or acquiring a new home. All in all, life is good and also fun. So what a great card there. A great card for the week there. The next card is the 6 of Autumn, which is the Kiwi bird, the Kiwi. And this is all about feeling financially secure, acquiring a loan or paying off a debt, and monetary gifts. It's saying in the card, you have come to a place of peace and tranquility with money, or you soon will. This card symbolises success and prosperity, but it comes with the message of charity. So now's the time to give to others in need, whether in the form of your time as a volunteer or a financial gift, and to do so with a grateful heart for all that heaven has provided to you. There's a balance between giving and receiving, and as you give to others, heaven bless you with gifts. Turn over the page. With gifts that you own. You may also find yourself getting a loan, paying off debt, or receiving a grant or a scholarship. The Kiwi is a flightless bird that lives in New Zealand. Kiwis have a very powerful sense of smell, so they represent having a good nose for the truth. This is irrelevant to the 6 of Autumn in that the card asks that you research to make sure your contributions are made to reputable and honest people or institutions. Kiwis also lay the largest eggs relative to their body size of any bird. Because of this, they symbolise an opportunity for you to give generous gifts to those who are less fortunate. Okay, so moving on. For this week, we have the Princess of Spring here as well. Out of the 6 cards, 3 of them were the spring cards, and we are in spring, so this is a really good, strong, powerful week as well. Sorry, I'm getting there. Right, here we go. The Princess of Spring, and she's all about joyful changes and letting your creativity take flight. Evaluation. Wonderful opportunities are fluttering your way. Most likely they'll be the creative variety and will involve something that you're very passionate about. There will be a great deal of personal growth, and your horizons will be broadened to include ideas that have never occurred to you before. It's an exciting time of new beginnings and adventure. When the monarch butterfly represents a person, you can expect to encounter someone who's energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. She is extremely eager to help out, although her endless curiosity might make it difficult for her to stay focused. Butterflies are beloved for their beauty and captivating presence. Naturally, they represent evolution and new opportunities. They begin as an egg, which becomes a caterpillar, followed by a pupa, cocoon, and then finally their glorious winged state. The growth opportunities just never end. The monarch butterfly comes in beautiful shades of orange, corresponding to the sacral chakra. And so now is the time for you to be inventive and original in whatever ways make your heart sing. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Moving on to the Princess of Summer. The Princess of Summer. There we go. She's here, the Princess of Summer. She's all about a highly emotional experience, gentleness and kindness, seeking out spiritual understanding, innocence and grace. Someone new here is going to enter your life. The relationship might be romantic or a very intimate but platonic one. You may receive an unexpected emotional message or be invited to some kind of social event, and make sure you go. The deer can also indicate the beginning of new spiritual insights or an increase in intuitive abilities. A deer can represent a sensitive, open-hearted and caring person. She's very inexperienced with the world of emotions, and that can make her quite shy. She's highly artistic and tends to love poetry, journaling, songwriting, or any form of expressing her feelings. Her intense focus upon her emotions might mean she could forget to consider the intellectual side of things. Symbolizing gentleness and innocence, deer are truly beautiful to behold, moving through the forest with the pure grace of a ballet dancer flying across the stage. The sight of them can suddenly make your heart swell with a flood of emotion, and deers remind you to be gentle, not just with others, but also with yourself. So quite an important message that. Be gentle with yourself this week. And now, going on, we've got our final card for the week, and we have got the Sun card, which is card number 19. And it's the bluebird representing the sun, the bluebird. Maybe you've seen some of these in your garden, but this is all about happiness, prosperity, success, and fulfillment. Positive recognition for a job well done. Everything working perfectly. A return to vibrant health. Oh, amazing, amazing. You may have heard of the bluebird of happiness. The joyful sun card is the perfect place for the bluebird to sing his happy song. The appearance of this card symbolizes that it is impending or has already been attained. The bluebird can also indicate brilliant new ideas that should be pursued. Bluebirds flit across the sky in an airborne dance of celebration. They represent joy in its purest sense and draw the attention of all who see them. Likewise, your accomplishments may create a situation where you're more in the public eye. Or at the very least, you'll gain the recognition and admiration of peers or friends. The bluebird's presence serves as a reminder that life is wonderful and that with dedication and commitment, your dreams really can come true. And I'm living proof of that. I'm living proof that your dreams can come true. On the turn of a coin, you can make things happen that you want to achieve, and you're never too old to dream. Okay, my lovelies. Have a wonderful week. I'm going off to B&M to sit on my till, and wherever you are, enjoy your day. Bye from Tanny.